morning and welcome to another edition of Fitness Friday. I'm here with Kelly at Bay Urban, who's going to show us how to make a fun, healthy Thanksgiving dish, side dish, correct?
That's right. It's there's so much cooking that you have to do the day of Thanksgiving, so I wanted to come up with a recipe for you all that is easy and you can make it the day ahead. You don't have to do any cooking, so it saves some valuable oven space as well. Let's get started. No heat, but a little bit of chopping is all you have to do. So we're going to start with our first ingredient, Brussels sprouts. They're in the cabbage family. They're little and they're delicious and they're so very helpful for you. So let's chop off the bottoms, plop that in. Any extra loose leaves, you can cut those or drop those off into the discard bin. Cut it in half, lay it flat on the surface of the flat side, and then slice very thin little ribbons of the Brussels sprout. And you want to always cut on a flat side because it's so much safer than trying to cut little rounds and you have a wobbly Brussels sprout. So it's so much easier to just make that extra cut and save yourself any heartache later if you happen to slip. Brussels sprouts are, a lot of times you'll see them steamed or boiled. Roasted is not bad either. This recipe is great because you don't have any of that, and a lot of people are sensitive to kind of like the bitter flavor of the Brussels sprout. This will help maybe ease some of those first-time Brussels sprout eaters into this really good for you vegetable, because the more that you cook them, and any cabbage in general, the more bitter they're going to taste. So maybe with a little bit of extra flavor, we have some walnuts, some really good cheese, and a lemon vinaigrette to toss in with these guys. You can take your picky vegetable eaters and turn them into a Brussels sprout lover. We'll try it.
I love Brussels sprouts, but I know a lot of people in the community or in general don't really enjoy Brussels sprouts or the taste.
Yeah, and I think it comes down to the compound that makes the Brussels sprouts so healthy is also what makes them a little bit bitter. So some people have an affinity for that bitter flavor, and some people are just genetically predisposed to not enjoy it. So maybe this way that we're preparing them today will help take some people, and open them up to a new world of vegetables like cabbage. And our next vegetable, kale. This is not the curly kale that you'll see a lot of times in your grocery store, but it's in an Italian version. It's Tuscan kale. Let's show you. It's really a lot darker than your normal kale, a little bit flatter, and really easy to work with. And so you saw all I did there was cut out the rib. Let's do that again. And just hold it at the bottom. Take your knife, slice it along the rib, all the way to the top. Other side. And destemmed kale, and you have it there. And to save some time, why not stack up these bits of kale onto one another, and then we're going to cut it in half, double stack, and then make really thin slices just like you did with your Brussels sprouts. You want them to be not giant pieces of vegetable, but think about the size of, on your fork, what's it going to look like. You want to make sure that they're small enough that people can just have a nice dainty forkful. So that's how you work with your kale. Another chop through the middle, and you have a great size for your dish. Pop it in with the rest of the vegetables, and you're almost there. All you have left to do next is to add some cheese and walnuts. Couldn't be a bad salad with those ingredients. So you have a little pecorino cheese. It's a nice, hard, firm, pungent cheese, which helps bring some good flavor to that salad. You're going to feel satisfied, especially with the hearty walnuts. You have a healthy fat, some good solid flavor, and some really healthy vegetables. Along with this, a nice lemony, bright vinaigrette. It's going to be a wonderful addition to your side dish at your Thanksgiving table. So just chop the walnuts up, toss them in with your salad, take a few slices, little shaved bits of cheese, just like that. You'll need about a cup of that cheese. Toss it all together the day of, right before you're ready to serve it with your vinaigrette, and you are good to go with a nice, healthy, do-ahead Thanksgiving salad.
Great. Well, thank you, Kelly, for
Thank you.
showing us today how to make this nice side dish. And what is so nice about this is you can make it the day before, so it's not so hectic to make the day of when you're trying to make the turkey and the sides and everything else.
Yeah, save yourself some headaches and go the day ahead.
Definitely. Thank you, Kelly.
Thank you.